if you're an overthinker, this episode is for you. And actually, you might be listening to this. You're like, well, I don't think I am. You probably are. This is something that actually, it happened to me. First of all, let me just say, I was a huge overthinker. And I keep bumping into so many of you guys out there listening, my clients too. So many of my clients are overthinkers. And they always say, and think about it. If you hear yourself saying, oh, I was thinking about it. And I don't know, the more I think about it, seriously will keep you stuck. Why? Because when you're thinking, you are thinking based off of all the experiences you have had, right? So your lens is all, it's not perfectly clear. You're just have been living a life, living experiences, have been creating certain thoughts in you, and these subconscious thoughts exist there in you, right? And so you're not consciously aware of this. You're not consciously aware, but what is happening is so often you're trying to find like a different love story that actually works and lasts, like the right partner, and you're finding yourself maybe connecting with people and it's not going anywhere, and you're trying to think, oh, what is it? What am I doing? Should I send them a message? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I do that? And at the end of the day, you end up alone. You end up like, why isn't this working? Right? And why? Is because you're thinking and you're doing all this, like the things that you have been doing and thinking that have ultimately never given you your happily ever after. And so what do you need to do? How can you change this? Okay, there's hope. You're going to be like, forget it, I'm out. No, there is a way to go about this where the first thought you cannot control. And it's very, it's usually very negative, right? Like some of your thoughts, especially like in love, I'm talking about, oh my gosh, all guys are assholes. All women are bitches, or whatever the hell you're thinking, right? And as soon as that thought comes up, all guys are assholes. Let's just stick to that. Wait a second. Second thought you could control. Is that thought actually true? Okay. So like if you're going to start to, if you're, and this is like, okay, you may overthink, but this is a different way to think. This is where you're calling yourself out. You're like stepping back. You have to slow it down. Don't go down the rabbit hole of shit. You're just like, oh my God, and he just ghosted me and he's not calling me and I'm going to text him. I'm not going to text him. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? And so this is where I'm like, stop doing that, because seriously, what could end up happening, and what I see happening, is self-sabotage is real. Like universe can bring you your person, an amazing match, but you can completely blow it up. Okay, so this is where it's really important for you to take a step back, slow down. That's why I'm a huge fan of meditation. Okay, cannot speak highly enough of meditation. It really makes you step back so you can hear yourself. You can like, just wait a second. Oh my God, that's so dark. That's so negative. There are no good men out there. Wait a second. Is that true? There are no good men out there? Well, the guys that I've dated all suck. Does that equal all men are not good? No. And then if you really want to be challenged, and like this is what I do with my coaching clients, right? Where I'm just like, hello, you're the common denominator. You keep picking the wrong people. You keep picking, and it's not to say there's all men are assholes. Wrong. In all seriousness, this is exactly what happened to me. Okay, this is literally exactly what happened. Like I have found my person, and it wasn't luck. Okay, and I truly stopped thinking and overthinking, because most of the time I was thinking, how can I make him love me? Right? How can I make sure he sticks around? What can I do? Oh my God, it was so like liberating when I stopped thinking like, what can I do? What should I not do? What should I say? And I was just me. I was just me, fearlessly me. And I'm like, the more I didn't think and the more I was just myself, I'm like, I'm awesome. For not everybody, but For some, yes. And I know that I'm lovable, right? Like there has to be some things about you that are lovable, right? And if you're thinking to yourself, no, Jackie, I really suck. Okay, well then you got to keep, first of all, make sure you subscribe here because I'm all about self-love, making sure you love yourself, know your worth, but also like actually gaining clarity on how to find the ideal partner. It doesn't just happen. You have to truly be intentional and wake up and say, what can I do to find my happily ever freaking after? Thanks, Disney bullshit. But it does exist. It does. And this is where I don't want you to be like, it's not for everybody. Jackie, you're lucky. Like, it's not. I want you to see all of those as you overthinking. You thinking and thinking and thinking how it's not going to work for you. And I need you to stop. And I want you to know that there are so many people in this community that have found their person leaning into what I'm saying. Okay? Now, you need to implement it. Can you implement what you're hearing? Can you? That's on you. Okay? Now, like if you want help on implementation, I truly actually am like I'm like literally at 10 one-on-one clients right now. So I try to cap it at 10, but you can fill out a form anyway. I'll drop it here. If you're like, okay, I need help implementing. It's kind of like when you work with a health coach or like, that you have to stop eating shit to like lose weight and get healthy. You like hire a coach to like call you out on the things that you kind of already know. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, but it's different because years and years you're thinking and overthinking, keeping yourself in a little hamster wheel of bullshit, relationships and situationships that go nowhere. Maybe you've never even found love. So this is where you can get support, okay? So listen to the podcast, listen to all the episodes, binge it, okay? See if you can implement it. That would be amazing. If you need help, I'll drop the link to the form. We can get on a call and see if I can be one-on-one your coach, right? And this is for only serious people that are actually willing to be challenged because as you can tell, I'm a tough love coach. Like I come from a place of love, but we have no time to waste, okay? We have no time to sugarcoat shit. So back to you overthinking, let's stop. and you have to say to yourself, okay, these thoughts that I am saying to myself, oh my God, how many, like literally get a pen and write it down and be like, oh my God, I just had this like, all women are cheaters. Is that really true? Oh no, my ex cheated on me. But does that mean everybody is? No. Like, but wait a second. What can I do? What is a different thought, a positive thought? Well, actually, there's a lot of women that haven't cheated. Look for evidence of that. Oh my God, yeah, that woman and those couples are happy, right? And you start to look for evidence of that. Well, what did they do? What did I not do? You got to be willing to be challenging, like challenge yourself and say, okay, instead of being the victim, like, oh, poor me, nobody loves me. It's like, no, like, how have you been the reason your love life has sucked? And that's not to say that you haven't been wronged. Like, people may have treated you like shit and people may have cheated on you and lied to you and done things. But what was your part in it, right? And so you got to own it. And so instead of trying to think and overthink of how your love life sucks and, you're going to try to change things and you're thinking with only the thoughts that you've had, which is usually very negative and haven't given you different results, it's like you really have to stop being you. Like stop thinking like regular you. You have to elevate. You have to just, this is, again, power of meditation. It's like truly stopping the noise and getting in touch with the deepest part of you that is so good, so deserving of love. And like, listen to that and be like, oh my shit, it does exist. How can I get there? Like 2 big thoughts that you really can never forget, okay? This is like the last piece of gold and I'll stop. Because once I start, oh my God. But like truly, I was just talking to one of my clients about this. 2 things you can never forget, okay? You are so deserving. You are worthy of a healthy, amazing, crazy in love relationship. And number 2, have unwavering faith that it exists. That's it. If you have those 2 things, you'll stop overthinking. You'll stop being like, it doesn't exist. It's not for me, it's for them. No. Like literally go back to those 2 thoughts, to those 2 things that I just said. Even write it down. Like literally write it down on a piece of paper and put it on your mirror. Okay? You're worthy of a healthy, amazing, crazy, loving relationship. And number 2, have unwavering faith that it exists. And you don't have to worry about anything. You just have to keep being yourself. Keep being open. Put your heart on your sleeve. Know that the universe is trying to help you. You don't have to think and overthink. Just be yourself. Shine your light. You will attract. Now, if you feel like shit about yourself and you don't feel worthy, you got work to do. You gotta heal that, okay? Before you find your person. You gotta heal that. If you don't have that unwavering faith that it exists, you gotta fix that too. Or not fix, but you gotta figure that out. Because you're gonna just keep thinking and overthinking. You'll never find it. You're gonna be super anxious. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I really appreciate you for listening. I want to hear from you. If you're listening on YouTube, drop me a comment. Let me know what landed with you, what resonated with you. Tell me what has helped you, what didn't help you. I am here for you. Literally, this podcast is full of gold, and I just want to help you really find your person, okay? So until then, remember, do not settle for anything less than crazy love, because it has to be crazy love or nothing. Thank you.